What if one of Hollywood's most effortless leading men was once a boy forced to wear a dress in public and answer to a name that wasn't his? That boy grew up to become James Garner, a man whose real life was far more unbelievable than anything he ever played on screen. Born in Oklahoma in 1928, Garner's childhood was anything but glamorous. He lost his mother at a young age, and his abusive stepmother made his life a nightmare. In one of the most disturbing chapters of his early life, she forced him to dress as a girl and publicly humiliated him. It wasn't just cruelty, it was something that could have broken him completely. But it didn't. At just 14, Garner finally fought back. He stood up for himself and walked away from that life for good. That moment shaped the quiet strength that would define him forever. Before Hollywood ever came calling, Garner lived a dozen different lives. He worked over 50 jobs: truck driver, janitor, lifeguard, anything to survive. Then came the Korean War. As a soldier, he was wounded twice and even survived friendly fire from his own side. It took over 30 years for the military to properly recognize his injuries. By the time he returned home, he wasn't chasing fame. Acting wasn't even the plan. But sometimes life changes in a single moment. In the early 1950s, Garner randomly parked outside a theater office in Los Angeles. That small decision led to a chance meeting and his first acting role. Within a few years, he became the star of Maverick, completely redefining the Western hero. Unlike the typical gunslingers of the time, Garner's character was clever, lazy, and charming. Someone who'd rather outthink a fight than win one. Audiences loved it. And just like that, he became a star. But Garner wasn't just another Hollywood actor. He was a fighter. When studios tried to cheat him out of money, he took them to court and won. Not once, but twice. His legal battles helped expose what's now known as creative accounting, changing how actors are paid forever. Off-screen, he was just as fearless. In 1963, while many celebrities stayed silent, Garner marched for civil rights in Washington, standing alongside activists during one of the most important moments in American history. And then there was his personal life, something rare in Hollywood. He met his wife, Lois, and married her just 14 days later. Against all odds, their marriage lasted nearly 6 decades. In an industry known for broken relationships, Garner proved loyalty still existed. But success came at a cost. While filming the Rockford Files, he performed many of his own stunts, pushing his body to the limit. Multiple surgeries, chronic pain, and exhaustion eventually forced him to step away. Still, he never lost that quiet resilience. From a broken childhood in Oklahoma, to war hero, to television legend, James Garner didn't just play strong characters. He lived as one. And maybe that's why his story still resonates today. Because behind the charm, the smile, and the fame, was a man who refused to be defined by where he started. He rewrote his story. And in doing so, he changed Hollywood forever. If you love uncovering the hidden stories behind classic Hollywood legends, subscribe to Classic Hollywood Feuds.